Hey guys, it's Alan here with Crow's Nest Outdoor Adventures, coming to you from my beautiful back deck. So here's the deal. I promised you guys a video on my EDC kit, right? My new EDC kit that I've just really come up with over the last couple months or so. So I did that video. I promise you I did that video. And there's 6 people that actually watched, or at least started to watch that video when it uploaded this morning. So I did I made a mistake. I uploaded a video without double checking the video, right? Well, a couple hours ago, I sat down and it's been a busy couple days, and so I thought, well, I'm going to check out the video, and so I checked it out and realized that it is trash. Absolute trash. For those 6 of you that even bothered halfway looking at any of it, I applaud you because it was trash. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I don't know what happened. There were things lost in translation on that video. It was bad as far as movement with sound, and it was garbage. So I apologize for that. But here I am, and it is, I think it's 7:15 Central Time here in Tennessee, and I decided, since that video didn't work, I will make a short video real quick for you guys to go over this EDC kit, because I promised it to you and I'm not leaving you guys without it. I always upload on Wednesday. This is a little later than I like to upload on Wednesday, but here we are. This is what we got going on. So without further ado, let's get into my EDC as well as my supplemental EDC. So let's do that. Let's not knock you guys over there. All right. So, EDC. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you carry all that every day. No, I don't carry all that every day. Now, here's the thing that I want to say first. This is my supplemental kit. Okay? This goes with me if I know I'm going to be away from anything for the next 10 hours or more. Okay? This is going with me. It clips right on my belt. Great little kit. Okay? But I'm not going to get into this yet. Let's set this aside and let's move over to these 3 items here. Now, for you that have watched my previous videos, the camping videos or whatever, you know that this and this are pretty common on me, and then in my pocket I generally carried a paracord as well and a lighter. Okay, so I always had a cutting tool, I always had cordage, and I always had combustion. Okay, always. Those 3, always had them. Will always have them no matter what. I will always have those 3 bare minimum things. Now, depending on what I'm wearing, I might not have this, and I might just have this. Or I might not have this at all. I might just have this. If I have a belt on, chances are I have this. This is optional. Now, moving on to the actual EDC kit. This is not optional. This has been in my front pocket now for over a month. Great little piece of kit. It's soft-sided little thingy here, about the size of my hand. Okay, same size as my hand, roughly. Okay, so if anybody's ever put their hand in their pocket, your hand fits in your pocket, right? So this fits snug in your pocket, just like your hand would. Okay, but this is my primary EDC survival kit. It stays in my pocket all the time, period. Now, attached to this is this little handy dandy thingy right here. This is a light, right? And it's got a light here so you can clip it onto a hat or whatever. So it's got that availability of that light there. But if you hold it down and that blue light comes on there, now it's not just a light, but you can actually turn it on and off by swiping your hand over it when it doesn't have a light facing it, I guess. But yeah, it's not wanting to do anything now, is it? Boom, boom. Yeah, I think that light up there is confusing it. So, anyways, so there's that. It does have a nice little light to it. Okay, works great for clipping onto your hat or anything else. And of course, as all gadgets have these days, if you got one light, you gotta have another light. This is a pretty bright light. I mean, it's bright, and it's got a couple different levels that can't really be seen on this camera very well, but and then it's got the red flashing light. And you flip it over here, not only does it have that clip, but this comes up to where you can set it down however you want to, like so, and then aim that light wherever you want to aim it, or aim this light wherever you want to aim it. If you flip it all the way open, you've got a little magnet here. If you want to magnetize it to your knife, you can take your knife, stab it into something, and magnetize this to your knife, and it will keep it wherever you want to keep it, right? So there's that. And then of course, as all little gadgets have these days, they have the little bottle opener there. Janky, I know, but it is what it is. All gadgets come with a bottle opener nowadays. I guess people think that anybody interested in gadgets is always just drinking beer that doesn't have a twist off cap. So there's that. But anyways, this stays connected to this all the time, so that's in my pocket as well. Now let's get into the meat of this kit. Let's move this stuff all off to one side here. There we go. All right, this is the meat of this kit right here. Okay, again, as I said, you know, cordage. Okay, that's about 13 feet or so of 550, and this is of course a Bic lighter, which everybody knows you're always going to get a spark from a Bic lighter, right? Quick, easy fire, guaranteed every time. Then we've got our cutting tool right here, which is basically a generic Swiss type army knife thing that's got everything that you need on it. It even has scissors, it has a saw, and you know, naturally it has your corkscrew. That way while you're out in the woods, you can make sure that while you're lost, if you find a bottle of wine, you can make sure you open that up. All right, so that's important to have. No, but in all seriousness, this is a great little tool. It does have everything that I require of a Pocket EDC. Now, here's the thing. I always have this kit, right? If I have a belt, I have this. If I don't have a belt, if I'm wearing shorts or whatever, I don't have that, I can still carry this as my secondary, or as another blade, right? So I've got a cutting tool here, I've got a cutting tool here, or I've got this, which has everything you need. It's a Gerber truss. Okay, so it's got everything you need. This has a smaller version of everything you need. So there's that. So we got a cutting tool, we got cordage, we got combustion. Now what's next? Carrying. You need something to carry water. This is a 1 gallon Ziploc bag. 1 gallon Ziploc freezer bag, okay? So that's a lot of water that it can carry, and because it's a freezer bag, it's thicker than your normal sandwich bag, right? So this is a way to carry water. If you need to get water, this is how you carry your water. I know what you're thinking, well, yeah, you got water, but how do you purify it? Now, yes, as I'm sure many of you have seen before in the past, you can keep water in a bag like this and boil it in the bag. I don't recommend it, but it can be done. It's not my plan. It's definitely not my plan, but it can be done. So there's that. And the way that I figure would be best for boiling water is to have a cup. So I keep a good sized piece of aluminum foil here folded down, and that can be folded into a cup for boiling your water. All right, so combustion, cordage, cutting, carry with a way to purify, and cover. Your 5th C, right? And in here, obviously, I have an emergency blanket. Okay, is it the best in the world? No. Can it save your life? Yes, if you know how to properly use it. If you know the when, the where, the why, the how of using this, yes, it can save your life. Okay, but that is the contents of this kit, along with just a little anti-back wipe. That way, if I happen to get a cut or anything, I can take care of it, at least get it cleaned right away, and hopefully be able to stop the bleeding so that it doesn't get infected, right? So that's what that's for. So, nice soft kit, great for carrying in your pocket. It is not waterproof. It is water resistant. It is not waterproof. Okay, but there's that. Okay, so this is my primary EDC. Now let's move on to this. Okay, now we see we've got the 5 C's here, right? We have a 6 C, if you want to go to Canterbury's 10 C's, okay, with the candling device, right? So we've got that as well. Now, let's move into here, and I want to show you why this is a good supplemental kit for that kit. Again, this just goes on your belt, okay? You've got MOLLE webbing back here, so you can pretty much clip it, snap it, strap it to whatever you want to. Perfect little piece of gear. Just this pouch by itself, to me, is a perfect little piece of gear. So let's delve into it and see what we've got. First of all, I want to show you this right here. Now, this is an emergency rain poncho. Okay, clear emergency rain poncho, which, when combined with this, for those of you who know this kind of stuff, you know that I can make a super shelter with this, right? Okay, so that is what that is one supplement to this kit. Okay, now I've gone from just a basic way to cover to actually a way to cover and stay warm if I can build a fire out front and keep that radiant heat inside around me, right? So another piece of cover there for that. Then I have a power bank. Okay, now this little light right here, this is rechargeable. It does not take batteries, which I know a lot of people say in your EDC you should have a flashlight that takes batteries, not that. Well, I can understand that. I don't disagree with that. But that holds a charge for a long time. As long as I make sure that's charged, I'm good for many hours. If I'm going to be gone for more than 10 hours, again, I have the supplemental kit, which means I have a way to charge that. All right. Now, the great thing about this little thing is that it's got all of your charging cords built in. Okay. So whether you use Apple, whether you need a micro, or whether you need a C, okay, you've got it right here on this little power bank here, and it also will plug in directly into a wall, so you can charge it directly from that, or you can of course charge it with USB-C, or you can plug anything else into this as well. If you don't want to use one of the cords that are on it, or if it breaks, whatever, you can still plug in and use this power bank. It is 10,000 milliamp battery, so decent little size battery there. Now, next thing I have in here is another power bank. Okay, you want to have power, right? You want to have power. This one is a solar chargeable one. Is it great? Is it perfect? Is it the best in the world? No, but it will do the job. And if you leave with it charged, and if you're out of power on it the next day, you can put it out in the sun if it's a sunny day and charge it, or if you're in a place where you can plug it in, you can plug it in to charge it, whatever. So there are options, okay? And then it's also got a light on it, and those are pretty bright lights, actually. And it's even got a button compass. It's trash, but it's got a button compass on it. And of course, there's where you can plug in anything that you want to plug in. So, another power bank. To me, my phone, I always have my phone, right? And most of the time, I'm in an area where it can be used. If I'm not in an area where it can be used as a phone or to access internet or whatever, I still have many different apps on my phone that I can still use the phone for without signal. So having that power is important to me. Having the power to keep this powered up is important to me. All right, so power. Then also in here I just have some other little connectors to be able to make sure that I get power into those or out of those however I need to. But they're just basic little connectors. I'm not going to sit here and go over those. But Then here in front, I have this little thing right here, antibacterial hand spray. This one is from Southeast Bank. I'm sure you've seen these all over the place since 2020. They've pretty much been everywhere. Just a little hand sanitizer spray. You never know when you're going to need to sanitize your hands or whatever. It's good to stay clean, right? So there's that. And then in here, I also have, of course, a compass. All right. So I'm never going to get lost. I have a decent compass here. This specific one is great for maps. I don't have a map in here. I know my area very well, so I'm not overly concerned about needing a map. However, if I get turned around in the woods, having something like this can get me back to a main road or towards some place that I'll be able to self-rescue from there if necessary. Okay, so compass. There you go. So that's it. That is my entire EDC kit with my supplemental EDC kit. All right, that's everything. Now, obviously, again, I don't carry this all the time. Only if I'm going to be away from anything for more than about 8 to 10 hours. Then this comes with me with power, because I'm going to want to have that power with me if I'm going to be gone that long, because I want to make sure that my phone's charged. I want to make sure that I can recharge this if I need to. But this here, with this here, and of course the contents that go in here, this is always in my pocket. Right there. That's my everyday carry survival kit right there. That's the size of it. Fits right in your pocket. No problems. Not in the way. Just a great little piece of gear. So there's that. All right. Again, guys, I apologize for not giving you guys a better content video for today. I'm sorry I messed that up. But do make sure that you're coming back on Wednesday evenings. My videos generally upload between 5 and 5:30 every Wednesday. So make sure that you're coming and watching those. This month, I'm going to be focusing on EDC. I'm going to be focusing on bug out bags. I'm going to be focusing on inch bags, etc., etc. So do make sure that you're coming back the rest of this month every Wednesday to check out what I've put together for those essential bags that I know everybody's always talking about. What do I need in this? What do I need to put in this? What's best for me? And we're going to really delve into that. I'm one that I believe in having a system in place. Okay, I don't believe in just having one bag. I believe in having a number of bags that work together. They work together, like these two here. Okay, I've got my EDC, but then I've got my supplemental EDC. Okay, the next bag up is the bag that I know I'm going to carry if I'm planning on being away from anywhere for a period of 15 or 16 hours or more. Okay, then I've got another bag that I'm going to have if I'm going to be anywhere more than 24 hours. Then I've got another bag. Okay, and so it's just a system that builds. It really builds on itself. Okay, and we're going to go over all of that over the next few weeks. Every Wednesday between 5 and 5:30. Make sure you check back, get the content, find the info, and we're going to have a great 2025, by the way. Happy New Year. And yeah, it's going to be a great year. So let's go do it. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.